Hey, it's Nintendo Sony Free 2011 here, aka mannygmendez. You guys are wrestling not towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, BShoot, Brady on Odyssey, and any other social media platforms like you guys can Rumble too. Anyways, before to begin, got to give big ups to my mans, the man, the myth, the legend. And you know I'm in the Truth or Movement alternative media community movement, Truth or Movement shit. Not the fake BS crap like how Me Too was, or even the other shit planned on some of the stuff I can't say. Because, they're real. YouTube algorithm is really fucking serious when it comes to, besides the profanity shit, about the VA double X crap, aka the jabs in the arm, or Jabos, the hoot, or the scam scene. Can't even say the whole name because you know this, but man, my boy, freaking the man, the myth, legend, my personal opinion. This guy, Mr. KJ Osborne, so he's one of the few people way back in 2012, 2013, woke me up a lot more to like the real satanic crap from Illuminati crap and all that garbage. Gotta give a props to him, man. He started talking about a whole bunch of other deeper shit when it was a whole bunch of, and that was like 4 days ago, but if you want to, you could check the dude out. The guy's freaking badass, was what he does. I mean, there's a couple other people that are real old school ones. A lot of them are just gone from YouTube. They got completely banned, like RFB, a bunch of other fools like GFT. I think Alternative Media, AMTV still around. Christopher Green, I think he's still around, but it's kind of a show now, which sucks. A couple other people, like I think it was Make Electric and Babu. There's a few other dudes in Truth or Movement alternative media community. Like someone woke me up way back in like 13, 14 years ago. It was a while back. Since then, I never believed mainstream crap like Fox or saying on the. Anyways, that's what it was about. It's usually video game anime industry as I talk about. But just heads up, he talks about the stuff about the little dog things from MIT. Those little dog, little robot dogs. Forget what that's called. Like, not like the ones you see in the Black Mirror shit back in 2018 or 19, but still. It's crazy as fuck that they do those robot dolls. They're already doing it here a few months, like 2 months ago in like February, March. They started putting these little like R2D2 like things in apartments. It's like in 2 or 3 apartment complexes, not from where I'm at. It's like on the other side of the city, thank God. But it looks like straight out freaking George Orwell 1984. They're already doing it now. Even apartment complexes out here in this desert shithole out here in Vegas, man, they're already doing it. It probably started in Cali, but I'm not surprised. But good news today. This is cool. I'm playing King of Fighters music, as you can tell, because it's about the Shumicher. I still might do a reaction to this. We'll see. Unless I get a copyright claim. I probably would, but I don't care. These two are from the other day. This one's a little bit old. It's like 2 days ago. I still want to talk about it. Sony admits that it was wrong decision. We made the wrong decision. We'll keep the PS3 VDN open. This comes from the PSP store is still shutting down July 2nd, unfortunately. But the PS3 and PS4 one's still going to be open, and the Vita one. That's cool. This comes from Chain Gattenberg. Hopefully I'm saying it right. So let's begin. Sony has announced that it will be keeping its 3 PS3 and PlayStation Vita digital storefront open for the foreseeable future. Sadly, the PSP store will be shutting down July 2nd, 2021. This is an update, too, so this is great. Because remember, a week or two ago, we started saying, oh no, they're going to shut down forever in August. They're still going to be up, but the PSP one, sadly, that's going away. So this is, quote, upon further reflection, however, it's clear that we made the wrong decision here. So today I'm happy to say that we will be keeping up the PlayStation Store operational for the PS3, PS4 Vita devices. The PSP commerce functionally will retire July 2nd. Sadly, that's going away. Sony Interactive Entertainment, KSIE CEO Jim Ryan announced in a blog post. Also goes on to say, Sony has originally announced that the digital storefronts for its legacy console would shut down at the end of March, making it impossible for customers to purchase digital copies of the game for those systems. Sony says that the move has discontinued to the storefronts was born out of numbers of factors, including commerce support challenges for the other devices, unquote, along with a desire to focus on newer products of the PS5. Of course, it's damn near impossible to get one of those freaking bad boys, but whatever, I digress. So it says at the last part, ending paragraph, I guess. Following the announcement, though, and the backlash from the PS3 and PS4 Vita owners upset that they will no longer be able to buy new games, it seems that Sony has relented and will be keeping those stores open indefinitely. So yeah, overall thoughts and opinions. Yeah. I'm glad it's still going to be open for now. PS3, PS4, and the PS Vita is still going to be open. PSP is still going to be dead in the dirt. Sad as fuck as that is. It's bullshit. I never got the chance to get a PS Vita, but I don't know. It's probably going to be a lot more harder to get. They're probably scalpers out there going to sell for like $4,000 or $5,000 plus, which is fucking ridiculous in my opinion, but whatever. I'm glad that Sony Interactive Entertainment and then Jim Ryan, CEO of Sony, it's not Sean Layden and Yoshida anymore. At least they're still keeping those game preservations a thing. That's a freaking must, my personal opinion. So 90s, early 2000s kid at the time, I love old school physical media. Yeah, let's go on to the second one. King of Fighters news, which I'm not gonna lie, it did kind of piss me off a little bit. It's not even about Mai Shuri. I can never say her last name right. Mai Shuria? Shurina? Sumai? I don't know. I always call it Mai Shurinas. I don't know. So this is the King of Fighters 15 artist details Mai and Shermie's design. Shermie is the one I'm going to focus on mainly. This comes from Land and Rights from Gaming Vault. It says, despite the fact that we still have no real information on the release timeframe or even platform, SNK has been hyping up the release of King of Fighters 15, what reveals plenty of iconic fighters. Latest to our female fighters that fans are no doubt excited to play as Mai Shurines. I can never say that bitch's last name right. I don't know why. And just call her Shurines. And the fashion icon known as simply as Shermie. I only heard about this chick 2 years ago in 2019. I don't know who she was before that. I guess she was around the mid-late 90s, early 2000s. I didn't play King of Fighters that much until like I think high school. And that's when I was way more bigger than like a lot more into not just Tekken, but a lot more Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat at the time. But let's move on. It's not about me. Now the game's artists share some thoughts on both the designs. Of course, obviously. God, the loot R34 for this bitch is insane. Trust me. Back in the day, I used to fap out to so much of that chick, man. Besides her, maybe like Samus and then probably all the older Pokemon chicks, not the younger ones. But let's move on. On the official SNK Twitter, I still may or may not do the reaction for it because I know it came out yesterday, but it'll probably be 2 days ago. By the time you guys see it, it's either later today or tomorrow, I'll post it. But whatever, I don't give a shit if it's a copyright claim. So this is Torimo Nakata gave some insight on what they were thinking about those designs. Shermie's outfit was to make her stand out as well as a callback to her origins as a fashion designer. Mine was more of a simple design and one that was made to give her a familiar look for fans, obviously. As she always has her tiggle bitties always sticking out all the time, which is great. I love it, but some other people, especially these cancel culture idiots in the SJW, you already know how they are. They're going to be fucking saying, oh, they're so horny perverts to do that. Obviously, they can go fuck themselves like always, like I always say in my videos. Let's continue. King of Fighters 15 was set to release this year, but has neither had a release date for any word on the platforms. We'll keep you updated as more fighters are revealed, more solid information, dates, and platforms come out. And also goes on to say, all these tweets on Twitter. Oh, this is the new one. This is from SNK Global, their official tweet. SNK devs, and I'll read the tweet for this one as well. Share their thoughts on Shermie. The character design for Shermie has gone a bit depth in the data processing. Obviously, you can tell with this one. She kind of reminds me of the chick from Nier Automata. I saw her like 2 years ago in the older King of Fighters preview, but man, I was hyped for that shit. It was nice. Her older outfit was still cool. She kind of looked like the Sabrina chick from Pokemon and mixed with kind of one of these Genshin Impact chicks. I don't know why. Compared to the old school design, I don't know. I looked at her old school design for the late 90s, early 2000s. It's a lot more like, I'm not going to say preservative, but a lot more like way less sluttier and way less hotter, which kind of sucks. I'm not going to say, oh, it's because I'm just going to fap out to certain things. I'm not. That'll never happen to a certain extent. But, overall thoughts using opinions, yeah, obviously mine has always been, she always had that cross thing with Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, or SNK vs. Capcom. So I'm not surprised. That's obviously a big thing, as always. The Shermie design is real kick-ass. It's beautiful, it's cute, sexy, yeah, obviously, I don't care. But it is what it is. It's getting the last bit of news. I rarely ever talk about Marvel or DC news. I think I talked about it last year on DC with the whole Snyder shit and the Snyderverse stuff. Yeah, it's unfortunate because I think a month or two earlier that dude Zack Snyder was saying, oh, it's a big problematic thing. We don't want people like geeks and gamers to like our stuff, which is kind of bullshit to be honest, but whatever. It says Shang Chi and the Legend of the Rings. Disney drops first trailer movies with Simu Liu and Awkwafina. I don't know if the chick's still going to be in there or not. I thought she was a funny comedic chick regardless, but not always. Sometimes she's kind of cringe. Other times she could be kind of sort of funny, but this comes from Deadline. I don't know who's the one that read it. Oh, Anthony DeSandro. It says Disney has just released a trailer. I'm not going to read this whole thing. It's super long as fuck. Marvel Cinematic Universe from the Asian superhero Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. Indeed, it looks like the studio is serious about releasing the first MCU over Labor Day weekend. No word yet. No, it's 2.5 months from now. Okay, not that long. Or 3 months, really. No word yet, and a theoretical date trailer on Disney premieres like Black Widow on July 9th. The only three I've been really looking forward to is either the Thor, Love, and War. I know this is probably SJW crap at it, but I'm just going to like for the action adventure. In my own personal opinion. That, I know it's probably going to be a lot of Illuminati symbolism shit in there. I don't really give a fuck. It is what it is. I don't get brainwashed like a lot of the sheep masses do. I just watch for the action adventure half the time. And the garbage ass political shit that Marvel's doing. Compared to DC, they rarely ever do it as much. And that one, I want to see the Doctor Strange 2 sequel. I still want to be looking forward to that. And the Black Widow one. And Shang Chi one, maybe. I may or may not see that. I don't know. It is what it is. I think there's 2 other ones, too. I think they're supposed to do one for, like, Black Panther 2. They still haven't talked about that one because the late Chadwick Boseman passed away last year. And then something else. I forgot what it was. I think it was a Marvel's Eternals thing, but I'm not watching that. Way too much garbage in that thing, but let's move on. It says Liu, stars of Shang-Li, must confront the past, so he thought he was left behind when he is drawn into the web of mysterious Ten Rings organization. The film stars as Tony Logue, however you say that, as Wenwu, Awkwafina as Shang-Chi's friendly friend, Katie, and Michael Zhang as Jing Nan. Hopefully I'm not pronouncing any of these Asian names wrong. And Fala Chen, Merger Zhang, Florian Mutiana, and Ronnie Shang. The pick was also directed by Destin Daniel Cretton and produced by Kevin Pike and Jonathan Schwartz, by Luis de Espinosa, hopefully I'm saying that right, and Daniel Cretan and Andrew Lomadala, something we say, Lanham, as wrote on the play stream. Trailer shows Shang-Chi putting aside his life and leisures his partying and turning into a fighting machine. This quote, so most of the dangerous people in the world cannot kill him. As the voice over boom, Shang-Chi becomes such a flawless fighter. After double kicking 2 guys in the bus to Awkwafina's, Katie asks, who are you? Towards at the end of the trailer is Dakota. Here is cute. The little wink to Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock at speed. Awkwafina driving the bus. I didn't know that. Wow, that's cool. Nice little references, but let's move on. Movie is the first Asian-fronted title for the MCU. If Disney keeps this up as a pure theoretical release, it could truly change the fate of Labor Day weekend box office as a launch pad for tent poles. If Marvel can open up summer, which they said that they can't end it to this year, with especially with the platinum scam and fake illusion virus, Disney pushed Black Widow out of the first weekend of May to second week of July. Shang-Chi is the first unit. I'm going to stop here after this. First unit project back and pause and first unit's production paused back in March 2020. There we go. It's a lot better. As Cretan himself isolated himself after consulting a doctor, he might be tested with platinum scam of illusion virus. And then the director, extra precautions of his newborn baby, Cretan's, hopefully I'm saying it right, Cretan's test came back negative. Production fully resumed in Fox Studios in Australia back in July as the country came out to the platinum scam shutdowns or lockdowns. Yeah, overall thoughts is amazing. Hopefully it's a real good movie. I really hope there's no political agendas, but then again, all the shit that happened for almost 2 months already, and even last year. No offense to anyone that's an Asian, and that whole AAPI, there's all this crazy ass bullshit discrimination happening with a lot of Asian Americans and shit, which sucks. I don't know if it was real or fake. It could have been fake. It would have been real. And I heard all these video game companies started doing that too, but it is what it is. Hopefully they don't put no political agenda. They might, especially with all the stuff that's been happening, unfortunately, Asian people. It is what it is. That's all I got to say for now. I'm out of here. Peace out once again. Links down below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and fans, always. Takazi Kimoris. I'll see you when I see you guys the day of the night. Wherever you're at in the universe out there, stay more content, shingle, bigger mysteries, and mind news, or news, reaction videos, and stuff. Peace out and sauerkraut. Like, bye. See you on the flip side. Later. Peace out.